Now we're at a very interesting location. Today we're looking at one of these old ruins. This was a loading dock. The old trains used to run through here going from Carson all the way down to Wheeler, just past, just south of Bishop. And they used to load supplies here, and they would load up some of the tailings from some of the mines around here. There's a pretty active area here. We're just off 95. We're about let's see, 10 miles south of Mina in Nevada. And so today we're going to be documenting this place. This is one of those along the side of the road that you always want to photograph, and you always say, well, later I'll do it. I'll get around to it. I'm in a hurry going from point A to point B. But this is one spot I found very interesting. This geometric shapes, and the graffiti is one thing. Most of that's not very attractive, but I just love the play of the shadows and the shape. So I've been wanting to photograph this for a number of years, and today I'm going to be doing it. And I'm going to be using my little Horseman Convertible, my favorite little camera here. And I'll be shooting 6x9 today. A Portra 400 is kind of my go-to film these days because I can make decent black and whites out of it. I can process it myself. It's plenty fast enough, the 400 speed, so I'm usually using filters. So I'll be wandering around and taking pictures with this little thing. I'll probably handhold a lot of it because this got a pretty wide angle lens here. It's a 62 millimeter, and so that covers pretty good. That's about equivalent to a 24, I think, on a full frame sensor. On some of the pictures, I'm going to be using one of my favorite accessories. This is a reflex finder, and I put this on the back and take the roll film back off, and this attaches right through so I can use it as a waist level finder, and it's really easy walking around and shooting that way. So the focusing, of course, you may recall if you've seen my previous videos, is that it's kind of zone focusing. You can guess pretty well, pretty accurately, and it's got such great depth of field, and I'll be shooting probably about f11, 16 all day. It's pretty sunny out, and so the color should be nice and rich, and so let's take a look and see how this all works together. Okay, I've been scouting around a little bit. I found some pretty interesting compositions. This tall structure here, I don't have a shift lens on that convertible. So what I'm going to do, keep the camera, the film plane parallel with the building, and I'm going to have too much foreground, so I'm going to end up cropping that out. So instead of 6x9, it's going to be like 6x7 format. But behind me, a lot of interesting areas. And with that reflex finder, I'm going to get down low to the ground too and actually use the shadow of my truck as part of the composition, because this foreground is all kind of washed out. It's all white, salty sort of stuff, so it's too distracting. So my truck is going to have a shadow on here, kind of make it interesting, different shapes and all, different textures. So another very handy tool that I like to use, I use it all the time, is this spirit level. Put that on top where the cold shoe is, and if I don't need to focus and compose real accurately, and I don't need that reflex finder, I'll just hold this down at a comfortable belly position like this and just watch to make sure that everything is level, and boom, it's just spot on all the time. And this one even works with the vertical. You can read the tops, and it's an awesome setup. So be sure you have one of these, and you can fit it on about any of your cameras. So if you're down really low, you can use this. But I thought you might like to see an overview. I'm going to get the drone up in the air and show you what this area looks like. It's pretty desolate, but you can't really tell from ground level. So get up a little higher, show you what we have. And we'll come up and I'll take it down and we'll fly right through that opening there. And I'll rotate it around a little bit. Okay, we got it going now. I do nice and slow. The lighting's getting pretty nice now. We get some long shadows. I'm going to use this foreground shadow here as part of my composition. That's a shadow from my truck, and it's going to look pretty cool. I'm going to get the camera fairly low, so what I'm going to be doing is using this reflex finder. And this is such a great little tool because it goes on just like a roll film back. You notice I've taken the roll film back off, and this will just seat right in place, push that in there, and then on the bottom here you see an off and on. So I lock that in the on position. Now I can look through like this and compose that way. So I'm going to get it really low. I'm going to put it right down here and get all focused. Then I'll put the film back on and we'll shoot it. So that about wraps it up for this video. I want to thank you again for joining me. I hope you got something out of it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, like it, and share it with your friends, and please consider subscribing. So till next time, stay focused.